Hi, my name is Dalia and welcome to my channel. Before I will start talking, little disclaimer. With disclaimer we're done, let's start. So today I'm going to talk about the difference of living in another country and city and from your hometown. How things in your life are changing, yourself changing things around for you and your character and all that stuff. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who is living in some certain small or maybe big town in any case for the studying, or they want to change their life and they want to start something new. So they are traveling to another city, so they're changing place where they live, or maybe they are even moving from the parents' house to their own, right? Or who is more extreme, so they are changing even the countries or maybe even continents. Everyone has their own reasons for what they are doing that, or for studying, or for better life, money, job, profession, family, kids, lovers. There's a lot of reasons. There's so many people, many reasons, right? Personally, me, I wanted to be more independent. That's why I decided, and I was actually searching the place where I can go. And my choice was England because I know language. I knew how to read, how to write, but my speaking level wasn't very good. It was quite poor, I may say, or mostly I believe it was like I was a little bit too shy to make a mistake, so I was not talking, I was not brave enough to talk. In any case, I'm sure there's certain things the same, even if you know the language, you are traveling or like moving from your own city to the biggest city. So obviously there is probably, maybe it's the same language you speak, might be different dialect. Maybe even the people are different, the way they are acting, the lifestyle, the things what we do after the work, after the studies, even the language is not. My point is, there's not only language the problem sometimes comes, might be the difference because there's a lot of people around, right? So from the city where I used to live, compare where I'm living now, is really huge difference. I mean, the city wasn't very small, but it wasn't very big as well. And it was slightly, I may say, like a comforting zone because I knew most of the people over there, maybe not each of them, but I knew all the streets, the shops, where to go, where to find cheaper things, which one schools need to go, where's the bus going, where's the taxi, all those small details which one makes you, if you know them, makes your life a little bit more easy and more comfortable. Right? And I moved to the bigger city, much bigger. When I first time came to the England, it was a little city, obviously, so it wasn't much of people. But the problem was everything around is in English. Everything. People, if you go to the shop, everyone speaks that language. In a bus, in a taxi, in a train, everywhere. In a hotel, in a hospital, everywhere. Only the people who I work with, some of them was speaking English. So obviously this kind of certain shock and stress made me a little bit change. It made me things to do. Eventually I needed to be more brave, not only to speak, and to do the things, because around you there is nobody can help you, only everything you can relate on yourself. But that's the thing I wanted to be more independent. I get to the situation, right? I get into it, so I needed to do those things, right? After also I moved from a little city, I moved to the bigger one, the London. It's huge. There's a lot of millions of people. How much of people are not even registered that we live in that city? Oh, I can just imagine, right? Of course, it changed a lot. It changed my personality. Maybe yes and no. Some character sides, yes and no. But certain things, I'm sure it changed. the way how I see the world, the way I acting, and the way how I am, how fast or slow I'm making decisions. I may say, little country, it was more comfortable, and also my life wasn't very, I may say, quick. You might say like that. Was very slow down. Days for me, each of them was similar. They looked similar. Just work, home, no much of changes. And people around the city, no much changes as well. When I start living here, actually, this is the other thing, which one I don't really like about the big city. There's a lot of people. Yes, there's a lot of cultures, a lot of languages, dialects, people from different countries, the way how they act and everything like that. But so many people, you can even sometimes, you kind of, how to say, well, there's not much of people, like for example in India or China. I'm sure there's a lot of cities out there when you are like even don't have any meter between each other, so you are like bumping and you don't start not caring about that you bump to someone. Here, slightly the same. I may say, if you ever gonna be in huge city or like London or New York, you obviously gonna notice those kind of things, like you are going to the tube station. If it's then down, not up, like overground stations as well. There's so much of people. Once I even had a little bit, I think it was like a panic attack. Yes, I was going on my date, and yes, in the train it was a peak moment. Yes, when the people finished the job, it was like from 5 to 6 or something like that. Yes, there's a lot of people, of course, going home, right? And I was that moment in the train. So much of people, there's not much of air even to breathe, right? When I was going out and I was going by the certain corridor, which one you have to go to reach the elevator or the lift. God, there's so much of people. I thought I'm gonna pass out, and I had the thoughts that they're gonna squeeze me like I'm in a kind of certain box and the walls are squeezing me. I even kind of, I may say, was trying to catch the breath, but at the same time I couldn't, and I was like scared and not scared, and dizzy, not dizzy, blurred vision. Was very strange sensation. If someone has this kind of thing, tell me in comments what kind of things did ever happen to you in these certain places. There's a lot of people. It happened to me just a few times. Another time was I was on my birthday and I was going home, and I felt like all the train squeezing me in. There's again was a lot of people, and I was slightly tipsy, if you understand what I mean, because I was celebrating my birthday. However, I wanted to just get out of the train, actually, to be honest. These kind of things I never experienced while I was a little city in my country. Never. And I kind of didn't have a clue that this kind of things can happen to me. I mean, I heard and I saw in the movies, in the TV shows, those kind of things, people talking about, but I never experienced it, so I didn't know this kind of thing can be. I am in that kind of, a group of people. Apparently I am. So this is the thing what I don't really like about the big city. There's a lot of people. You feel sometimes like you can be squeezed. There's another thing, which one I like and I don't like. In a little city, everyone knows you, yeah, and kind of might help you, and you kind of have this kind of slight illusion that people care about you. They want to help you, and they may even give you help. I'm not saying in some cities, yes, I'm sure people helping each other, and because of knowing each other, you can tell, for example, in which shop is more cheaper, where is the discounts, or which doctor is better, and where is the movie, those kind of certain things, which one helps you again feel comfortable in the city where you live. Here, there's such a thing, not really, I mean, it is exists, but at the same time, no. Because so much of people, so mostly people, it feels like nobody cares. Nobody, yes, I heard a lot of people who are saying, even at my work, but nobody cares, nobody looking at me. If gonna have something happen to me, there's not gonna be any help towards me. But this is also, of course, this is the bad thing. The good thing, nobody don't care and nobody get into your life. Nobody is talking about you. Nobody commenting the way you look and not judging you as well. This is the thing I like it. You can be green hair, blue hair, you can be bald, you can have a hair, you can wear whatever you want, which style. You want to be in the trend or you want to be a little bit in a previous style, things like that. Nobody cares. Nobody gonna say any word. Maybe they're gonna think, we're gonna look, but you're not gonna hear those kind of comments when you're crossing the street or whatever. It never happened to me. And you know, at some point, before when I came, I had this kind of habit. No, you cannot call it a habit, but this kind of certain thing when you're walking and you're looking at the people, when you're commenting the way they look and what kind of things they done with their hair or makeup or whatever. But slowly, this kind of thing disappeared. I start like seeing things, but not caring much. And come to think about it, I kind of never judge as well myself. But of course I was looking a little bit specifically like in some certain things like hair or like little makeup or is the nails done or not done, but I never like judge like, oh, why you didn't done this and that. But while living in a big city and here, this kind of certain little thing, without not judging people much, it get bigger. Yeah. So yes, as I said, everyone is having reasons why they're living or moving or traveling to be temporarily time in another place. Everyone have the reasons. Also, we know we are all changing while we're growing up, right? The way we see the world and everything, like from a childhood to the teenager and to the adult, right? Obviously, me too. I was changing just by nature. This is how it's supposed to be things done, obviously. However, I think because I was moving in another city and country and in different language, different environment, a lot of challenges in the life, certain changes in me, the way how I think and I see the world, made, how to say, quicker. It happened quicker, I believe. Or maybe, yeah, it's kind of quicker, but I haven't noticed that. And you know, when I noticed that something changed, when I went back to my country to be about 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I don't remember. I think it's about 2-3 weeks. I've been with my family, and the way how the waitress was speaking to me, she was speaking naturally how it is in my country. She did nothing wrong. The way she was speaking and her tone was exactly how it used to be always. But because I was living in this country quite long, and I get used to it, how people talk in customer service places with you, the way, what kind of tone they're using, how they look at you. I get so used to it. And then I came to my country and I saw the people, and my head was like, oh my God, she's so rude. Why you can talk like this? I understand it's a break time, or like, I understand I have to pay, but listen, take it easy. I know those things. And then I said to my family members, I think this lady wasn't rude. Why she's so angry to me? They was looking at me, what's wrong with you? Everything is okay. She's doing everything right. She's just doing her job. She was just asking things. And she just said that it's a break time. And my head was like, Yes, but not in that way to speak with me like that. And I wanted to be more emotional and even say in a comment that this is not the way how you have to treat the people. And my family members were looking at me why I want to make a scene and dramatic things. I haven't done any dramatic things, obviously, but I was about to do. But at the same time, I stopped myself and my family stopped my comments from action. So I didn't put my words to the actions. And I stepped back and I was like thinking, oh my God, I really changed. And even there is many more things. For example, I still remember one situation. When I came here, I start slowly be more brave to change my clothes, the style what I'm wearing. And I start even wearing the mini skirts, the sexy stuff, and certain style of the things, which one I couldn't do that in my country and in my city. And I kind of like it, yeah. And I still remember I came to see and visit my family. And once I went with my mom to the shop, right? And our family members. And I still remember how my country people was commenting me back then. My dress, because I was wearing very short dress, very nice high heels shoes, and nice makeup and all that thing. I wasn't slim, but I wasn't very fat as well. I was like, I am like that. I'm always like this. But I got the comment from the ladies. They were saying, oh my God, did she saw her legs? How can she wear this kind of dress with this type of legs? Back then, in my country and my city specifically, was kind of a problem that only slim and very skinny people was allowed in some point without any rules. It was like silent rule, but everyone knew that only skinny and slim people can and able to wear certain things like short skirts, nice shoes, and nice very tiny and sexy things, right? Which one's very close to your body, right? Tight things, right? Apparently, nowadays I noticed that the things slightly change. Yes, and it's kind of like start not shaming people, not judging much. Things are changing by now. However, when I was younger and I was visiting back then, that moment, no, there was no changes. And this is one of things which one I like about living in a big city and in this country. Here, I'm wearing whatever I want, the way how I look, the way I would love to wear, and I'm wearing without any looks or any very quiet hearing clearly comments towards me. Yeah, maybe at my work, ladies, some of them they commenting together, talking. This kind of things is everywhere, right? You cannot get rid of those kind of things. But my point is like in the street. Here, I never heard, like then I'm going by the streets and hearing some certain really loud comments and judging words towards my looks, towards the way how I wear the things and this kind of makeup or hair, how is that? I never heard those kind of things. Yes, so this is the thing I probably would say also why I like about this country and city, and probably I believe it's everywhere in every country in the big cities like that. Especially probably in the capitals as well. I believe it's a good time to finish video. I hope you like the video. Put like, subscribe and comment, because I'm really curious to know what kind of things you was dealing with, go through, what kind of things change in you, in the way you act, the way you wear, and when did you notice that the things are changing for you and in your mind as well, and your even maybe personality slightly change, or maybe like in my case, certain things just grow bigger inside you. And or maybe something changed to the worse, right? Because I'm sure those kind of things also can happen. I'm very curious. Or when did you change Did it start only from moving or afterwards, or even if you change obviously, and you notice those things only when you move back or met or with your family members, or you were speaking and all those kind of things? I'm very curious, right? Let's share in the comments and see you around. Bye bye.